What is up, my AoE anarchists? Risen Dragon here with a fun game from the other day. We're playing against Mr. Popo from Ecuador, who loses a villager. And I don't respond. We're playing as the Khmer, which, if you haven't seen before in my videos, if you want to learn how to play the Khmer, go watch one of my, I think the first video, Going Crazy with the Khmer is where we had. Now, this time around, we actually had an actual plan, kind of, sort of. So let's go through kind of what we did. So a little bit of background on the Khmer. The fact is they are a cavalry, not a cavalry civ. They're an elephant in siege civilization. Their siege weapons are probably about as good as, if not slightly better, than the Celts in that regard. Malians are a bit more infantry based. So you can see my fog of war here. They're more infantry based, and I will say with this particular game, we did a fairly decent job as far as that is concerned. We're going up to feudal real fast, by the way, for us at least. And by real fast, I mean we're there in under 11 minutes. Get a few of those going. Let's slow it down to normal speed. Actually, maybe boost it a little bit. We'll bump it up to 2 times. But here, one thing I'm really proud of is the fact that we got a stable constructed, and then we actually started producing immediately right out of it. Still obviously have to work a lot on our idle TC, but the fact that we made it out of Dark Age with just a tad over a minute was, I think, a win for us. But anyways, so we start producing horses, and we have some militia people down, but that's all right. We also do start to get... Oh, there's a gap there. Missed it, but that's okay. We wall off pretty quickly, and yeah, fun stuff. I do end up taking out their scout, but there it is. And instead of plugging the hole, I just am there. So yeah, we get a bunch of these amassed, and we're going to start pushing forward in a moment. Right there. Excellent. So we start hitting their wood line first. Do we hit their wood line? Yeah, we do hit the wood line first. They actually do counterattack pretty well. So I'm like, all right, we're going to... They took out a few of my things, but we get 6 eco kills. Or we get 5 eco kills out of it. So we do a little bit of damage to begin with. We start building that advantage up. And all the while, we're producing. We're producing more Scout Cav, and we're going from there. Now, the thing about the Khmer that you want to remember is the prereqs. They don't need prereqs to go up to the next level on anything. So quite literally, you can go up to the next age so long as you have the amount of gold and whatnot. So just start building houses like crazy because I don't want to get housed. Yeah. So here we go forward again, and there's a spear, but we take care of them pretty quickly. And there's more spears. So now I'm like, dang it, can't get there. So okay, we get a gate, but we still haven't patched the hole. That's all right. So again, we're looking at about 598 elo when this game was played, 650 for us, and yeah. So we start buying gold, and they go castle right away. Or not right away, but they have like a fast castle sort of plan going on. Fastish, I should say. As we go forward again with the calves. And they wall there. And I'm like, all right, that's clever, that's clever. We do a little more scouting around their base. And we start to then go for their gold. Now we hit their gold mine next. And here I'm thinking, yeah, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm actually, doing pretty well here. I've got, 13 military people because I've got some spears at home. I start taking down, and then I'm like, oh, there's the spears, and I start to run away. We go castle soon afterwards, and we start to go from there. But notice, too, we are up quite a bit. They've got 8 spears, but we've got the 9 Scout Cav. Now, here, I, wall the guy off, right there. And I'm like, oh, this is like a total meme strat right here. And if I had maybe walled off like right there and kept going with it, I might have actually had a little more success with this. But anyways, we're going to slow it down to normal speed. We're in here. I'm thinking, all right, we're in castle. We're going up to castle. We've got a high score. And then I remember, what score means? Nothing. We get our eco upgrades. We get the horse collar. We go castle, and we're looking okay at the moment. And then we start getting knights into the game. I think, yeah, we do. I think we start going knights. We start spamming vills. I was like, let's just go. Let's kick out the jams. And then I noticed, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to finish my gate. But anyways. So, yeah, I actually think we're going to bump that up. So anyways, now we're starting to... Now we need to... Here is where I feel like we really started losing the game. And as you can see, we've got a lot of... resources collected where our value of our army is good, but we're not pushing, and we're not... Okay, so they attacked me there. I'm like, oh, you son of a gun. They chase us away, and that's all right. But here is where we really needed to start pushing, and again, keep pushing, because yeah, they get a TC going. We got all these. They got the pikemen going. We don't have... Oh, yeah, we got a heffalumps going. We got our battle elephant ready to go. And they've got all the points of entry cut off. And had we scouted a little bit more up here early on. So now we start going this way. We take it to the spear where there's just like, yeah, you're dead. Start going in this direction, trying to see if there's anything there. We get attacked by animals. Get wheelbarrow. Oh no, they get wheelbarrow coming in, and we just start taking care of stuff. And here I'm like, oh, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Again, we're in good shape. Take out their lumber camp, and we split off a little bit there. And then it's like, okay, you're taunting me a little bit. Start taunting them a little bit. Take out their lumber camp. Yeah, we raise that, and then we push, and then we run into spears and the pikes. And this is where I'm like, I get a little bit like, oh, now I'm like, oh no, we got another, there's another TC there. So we run under 2 TCs at the same time, chased by pikes. And here's where we need to start adjusting. We've got a lot of villagers coming in, and here's where I feel like we really need to start maybe going and transitioning into archers. But we start taking out more vills. But notice too, they are now starting to creep up as far as their armies and stuff are concerned. So we start taking out some houses, and we didn't even raise that. Okay, so that was a little bit of an issue. But again, the big thing with us is the value of our armies is a lot bigger than theirs, but they've got all the counter damage. And if you see, they've got 19 pikes. There's no... we're basically sitting ducks, and we don't know it at this point. The castle comes in, so we get some ballista elephants, and, kind of like right in their face, on the high ground, where we want it. And that's really kind of the big thing that we went for here. But this is also the trap you can fall in. By the way, we do have another TC, but, we're not very efficient as far as wood lines are concerned. He's buying stuff. They got squires. They got iron casting. We only get forging now. We get the heavy plow and the bow saw and all those sorts of things. But the big thing that we want to focus on is making sure... Oh, yeah, and we also get siege going, too. We got the siege workshops humming. Scorps come in, and that is also a big thing here. So, you see there, we get the tusk swords, double crossbows, those sorts of things. We're getting those at some point. But our big thing here is... we're not compensating. We're not really like... And you got town patrol coming in. These elephants, we're going to slow it down just so you can see how slow the elephants move in real time. Oh, there's a pikey. And I'm just like, yeah, screw you. You're done. Boom. There we go. So here we just... Again, I think we focus a lot on the eco. maybe no, we start chasing them away. And then that's where we're like, oh no, they got lots of pikes. Let's be careful here, and we actually are not careful there at all. But we do go imp before they do. So that is also a thing. And we lose one to conversion here, which sucks, but it is what it is. And we just trample them. But again, we were not very efficient in this game as far as like adjusting our strats and whatnot. So we really just made life a lot worse for ourselves. We start going after the... And here again, we have the... you know, we very clearly are ahead in the score and stuff. But just nothing to really, you know, show for it. Because they are starting to outnumber us. They've got a lot of idle vills. We've got more vills than them. In reality, we should be mopping the floor with this guy. So where do we run into the problem? Well, I think this is where we start to have the issues. We start to, you know, we have the ballista elephants, but we don't go with countermeasures. Now, yes, these Scorps come in and they do a great job. Look at how many eco kills we have. 18 eco kills. And it goes more. We actually do more. We don't deny the castle, but we certainly make it miserable for them to build it. So, and by the way, there's a lot of fun bonuses with Scorps and stuff with the Khmer. So we deny it for a few, but it just does not translate into success. We do start taking out some of their pikeys, but the problem is they start taking out our Scorps, and they also start taking out our cavalry, and that's a problem. So, yeah, this does not get denied, but look at all these eco kills we had. There's, you know, you spend some time reflecting on any sort of, you know, lack of win that you may have. And this is a clear case of, wow, we should have done a lot better. And again, I'm here thinking, yeah, I got this, but I'm not pushing hard enough, and I'm not pushing to the extent where I can, you know, start coming in and taking out their stuff. So that's a huge issue, and it's something I definitely need to work on. But anyways, they're an imp, we're an imp. We need to start making trebs, and we don't. And the problem is, it's because we don't have a ton of gold coming our way. Also, too, we don't have a university, and we don't have a lot of these things. But we do have mangoes. We got the mangoes coming in. But there's so much that we could have done differently here. Really did. And also, too, we're down to 9 military units, and they're building up. They're restocking. So I think in the future, I have to be a lot more, responsive and a lot more, simply ready to go. But it looks like we bought a lot of stuff. So, oh man, we threw 33 people. We had 34. Look at this. Oh, that was awful on my part. Look at all these people around that gold mine. I think we're just trying to outgun them. But again, we're not producing. This is awful. Oh, this is terrible stuff, because now they're revamping, they're recharging, they're doing what they need to do. And again, they are a civ that is infantry based. So we need to start pushing. And yes, they've got a lot of pikes, but also too, they've got, you know, they've got some backup there too. So got battle heffalumps, and I mean, our villagers were outnumbering them, you know, 2 to 1 in that regard. But we just don't get the push forward that we need. And they've got the Beto warriors coming in, and it starts to get kind of messy. But anyways, we also go Cav and Bodkin Arrow and Iron Casting. I don't think we ever got to... I'd have to see about the Archer stuff, but... And we start to build a castle here, but there's too many pikemen. And we start to get eco-killed. But... Oh, we don't get any. Oh, no, they did get one eco kill on us. They did get an eco kill. But again, we're ahead. And we get the battle elephants coming in. But we did not go... oh, yeah, we sheltered in there? What in that world? Okay, we got a relic in, which is good. But again, super not aggressive here. Just needed to be a lot more so. All right, I'm going to speed it up a little bit for the sake of time. We do get a castle going right here. Because I know that there's like a castle in that general vicinity, and it doesn't quite range it, but fervor coming in for the monkeys. And, yeah. So, but also, too, look at this. 42 military units compared to our 17. And now their value is a lot higher. Even though we have much more resources collected, we are still behind. And we're still just lacking at this point. So we do get some trebs going. We take out some houses. They go imp, but also they've got siege and gibettos. And do we have murder holes? No, we don't have murder holes because we don't have the university. So this is going to go down swinging. But look at all these kills we're getting. That's the worst part. Is like we had a ton of kills. And I don't even try. I don't even try to defend the castle. I just kind of let it go. And I took out my own treb. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Down goes the castle. And oof. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. Look at all these castles like right up front. And I'm trying to get it all to... Oh yeah, now I get the murder holes. But again, we're ahead. And I got complacent in this game. And it really just affected kind of how we did things. And now my value is back up there. So they've got 2 relics. We've got 1. We start taking out stuff. Probably should have tried to take out the... Oh, yeah, there was that. That was fun. Oh, yeah, I tried to take out the castle, but I was trying to go around. I probably should have taken out the siege workshop while I was there, but that's neither here nor there. We do start taking out the castle, though. Does chemistry come in? Oh, yeah, we do have chemistry, so that was fun. So now we're building all these... Now we start getting the hand cannoneers. And now they got camel riders. So now it's like, oh, what in the world? So now all my strats, I do bring down their castle. I do convert a camel, which is cool. My trebs don't stay up. Or do they? No, they don't. It's the gibettos, and they even take down my my TC. So ballista elephants, so that's cool. Oh, I do get it. Do I get gibetto? Yes, I do. So I do get a conversion or 2, which is always fun. What's coming in? Sanctity. Yeah, I even got redemption. How fun is that? Didn't use it, but neither here nor there. And we start selling lots of stuff. Look at all these hand cannoneers that I'm pumping out, too. And I actually reached my pop limit, too, which is kind of cool. There's some, like, cav coming in, and... See, I don't think they have any armor. That's part of it, too, is they didn't have any armor, too. So... I think our map presence is really good, by the way. We're right out front. Maybe build another castle there in the future. They start trebbing this one and defend really well, by the way. Can't save the castle, can't save the elephants. This is where I start to lose a little bit of faith. fact, this is where I lose pretty much all my faith, if I'm not mistaken. See lots of stuff being sold, and they start to pull ahead just a little bit. But here, I'm like, okay, well, maybe we can stabilize. Maybe we can figure it out. But look at all these camels, though. I mean, that's hard. That's tough. 7 out of 7 with the camels. I think they had some sort of... They had to have some sort of bonus or something there, because they just did so much damage. And again, once the tide started to turn, getting these in, and you know, look at all our hand cannoneers, though. That's impressive right there. Look at all that. I mean, those camels right there, 7 out of 7. I mean, and they have siege cap rams. I mean, they're just taking down my stuff, and I call it the GG right there. Overall, though, one of our better games. Really one of our better games. Their military score was a little bit higher. Their eco was a little bit better. Tech was slightly better for us. Society a little bit better as well. Military-wise, you can see we had more kills. We had a lot more... hold on. We had a lot more eco kills. But we started off like gangbusters. We really had a strong opening. And I think that's really where I have to start, like, improving, is getting to the point where I have to start sustaining the pressure. And actions per minute, you know, we were fairly we were fairly active throughout, and we only lost by 2 points in that regard. So overall, I was proud of this game, despite the fact that I lost. I felt like I played rather well early on. I think what I have to do is I'm used to people who, when you like cav rush them or scout rush them, they like turn in, they resign or whatnot. But Mr. Popo defended extremely well, and I was really it was a really good game. Actually, I played against him on Arena as the Bohemians and the Britons, and that one wasn't all that close. This one was closer, but I'm always looking to see kind of where did I go wrong, and what can I do to improve upon that. I think that the big takeaways from this were the fact that, you know, I think we held our own for a long time, and we just ran out of steam towards the end. But I think had we maybe gone around the sides and started to take out more of their eco and all that stuff, I think we may have been a little bit better. But once they came in with the camels, that was pretty rough and whatnot, and especially where they had such high armor and high attack. I mean, that was pretty brutal. But anyways, hope you like. Please leave some advice. Always looking to improve. And as always, my AoE anarchists, see you on the battlefield. Happy hunting.